So most NFL players are lucky to get 4 years in the league. Our next guest, Ted Ginn Jr., got 14 years in the NFL. Of course, Ohio State great. Currently the coach of the Columbia Aviators of the UFL, and he joins us right now. Ted Ginn Jr. on the program. Ted, appreciate the time, man. Thanks for hopping on.
How you doing? How you doing? Thanks for having me.
That's great. Hey, so you come from coaching royalty with your dad, who just won another state championship at Glenville there in Ohio. Is this something that's in your blood that you've always felt like you wanted to get to be a coach because of the way you grew up?
Well, yeah, just growing up in my neighborhood, I kind of was always a coach. Playing through high school, kind of knowing the playbook a little early, kind of being that system since a kid. Kind of showed me as I got older that you're a player's coach. You always come into a locker room and a coach is always happy to have you because you come from a system. You understand systems. And as I got older, I developed a youth program back at home that was a feeder system to my old man. That you see the guys like Arville Reese and Bryce West and different guys. That's at the Ohio State, which my guy made a switch over to Wisconsin. But just doing the things that I do in the neighborhood gave me a great idea that if I wanted to take a chance to be a coach, I would be all right.
And obviously, when you hear the name Ted Ginn Jr., of course, the long NFL career, but people think the Ohio State University and your time there as a Buckeye also. How did this opportunity with the UFL come about, Ted, and why was it important for you, obviously with your affiliation with the city of Columbus, also to take this opportunity?
I think the opportunity came from another Buckeye, that was granted to have the opportunity that had other things going on in his life that, he chose to pass it down. And being able to, take on this role is always a great, situation, is an ideal role for me at this time in my life. Being able to, change a life. Football is very, very big to me, and I just know what's going on nowadays. The UFL and all the different leagues that they're coming up with outside of the NFL is important. And I just want to be able to come in there and patch a heart, and that's really it. And continue to make good young men, and that's all it's about.
There's one thing we know in America: we love football. The ratings back that up with NFL and with college football. So what type of opportunity is there for spring football, for the UFL, in a normal time of year where everyone's, following their favorite NFL team in the draft or following recruiting and all of that, but you got live football that you're going to be a part of in the spring with the UFL?
I mean, once to give somebody a different identity, that short period of time is, like you said, is no football on. So for us to be able to come on and show great talent and run scoreboards up and see guys that trying to still make a name for themselves, and then right after they're done, if they have the opportunity, they can walk right on over into the NFL world, and continue on with that, which would be a long season for them. But, everything, you want to do is always a little long. But just changing the dynamics of that time or that dead period where, some guys can really make a name or become household names. They can change their life and be able to, make a roster. And that's all it's about is, keep giving kids the opportunity to, make a career in their dream.
Hey, if you like the channel, become a season ticket holder for Hot Mic by clicking the subscribe button below and join the conversation in the comments section. Agree, disagree, we'll join you there in the chat. Now back to Hot Mic.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. Whether you're starting a new routine or making player picks for the first time, trying something new can be hard, but in life and on Prize Picks, it always feels good to be right. With high-pressure playoff matchups every weekend and elite hoops action almost every night, the action never stops, and Prize Picks lets you take control. There's a new feature alert right now. Prize Picks now has early payouts if your player gets off to a hot start. You now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. Get in on the action. Prize Picks is now available in all 50 states, including California, Texas, Florida, and Georgia. Those are some big ones. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code HOTMIC, that's HOTMIC, to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code HOTMIC to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right, and we've got a max discount promo going on right now live on the Prize Picks app. Bears-Packers game this weekend. It's going to be glorious, by the way. Snow in the forecast. It's going to feel like 9 degrees. Football weather, ladies and gentlemen. Give it to me all day long. I'm going to love Saturday night in Chicago. You're going to love this offer. Caleb Williams only needs 1 passing yard for you to win. It's going to be cold. It's going to be snowy. But I feel pretty damn good about that happening, that he can get at least 1 passing yard, even in those blustery conditions. That is your max discount right now. Download the Prize Picks app today. Again, use code HOTMIC to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. So the UFL draft is next Wednesday, so one of the first opportunities to start to make some of those dreams come true. The UFL quarterback draft, Ted, is today. So you're going to find out who your quarterback is. To run up those scoreboards, you're going to need one very soon. So how excited are you for that process?
I'm very, very excited. Just going through this process and seeing how it really goes. Being my first time, in this whole deal. Just leaning on my coaches that I put in my staff, and just going about it day by day, believing in the regional guys that scouted these kids and giving us the information to be able to, pursue these kids. And, this is one of the biggest opportunities for all the teams that's involved in here, is just getting the right person to sell your boat. So, it's been interesting. It's been fun, and no hard feelings, and, just taking it day by day.
And I know, Columbus and Ohio State and synonymous, obviously, but I know there's kind of an effort with this team also to build it with regional guys at regional schools that's not far from Columbus. And Ted, you talked about helping with those dreams of, making the NFL or furthering that football career. It's also pretty cool that you're going to have a chance to do it with some guys that maybe people in Columbus are going to be very familiar with.
Yeah, I think that's where they created this for, to put it in a great hub. Columbus is a great hub of football. But the state of Ohio is a great hub of football. But the surrounding states that's, they put around us is a mega for football too. So just being able to watch a Ohio State guy play with a Michigan guy, or a Michigan guy play with a Penn State guy, whatever it may be, and just giving them the opportunity just to farther on in life, farther on in sports, and save some of that mental health issues that's going on out there. I think this is a great time, and this league is big on changing the dynamics up. You do have a chance, and you get with us, we still be able to have a window for you.
So obviously a disappointing end with the Big Ten championship and the playoff loss for your Buckeyes. But overall, what did you think about the season? What do you think about the state of the program right now under Ryan Day? And obviously you lost to a pretty good team in Miami who's about to go play for a national title.
It's a game of runs, and when you're playing that season, it's all about finishing. And, we didn't finish like we wanted to, but, we live to see another day. And next year, we're going to come out, we're going to have our feet on the ground, we're going to be rolling, and we're going to be the same team that we always be, man. We Buckeyes, we Ohio State, we're going to put out good product, we're going to be good players, we're going to fight to get to a national championship, we're going to be hungry next year, and we're just going to keep doing what we always do.
Ted Ginn Jr., head coach of the Columbus Aviators, a terrific NFL career, and obviously a great career as at the Ohio State University. Ted, best of luck, man, finding a quarterback today, first and foremost. Good luck with the draft next week, and would love to get you back on the show at some point.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Ted Ginn Jr. has been our guest.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to OutKick Hot Mic.
Daily content and more at OutKick Hot Mic on YouTube.